I would like to now invite Sri M. Krishnamurthy, the Honorary Secretary of Sri Parthasarathyi Swami Sabha, to give the welcome address.
Ellorukku namaskaram. Good evening to all. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all on behalf of Carnatica and Sri Parthasarathyi Swami Sabha to the 11th edition of Apollo Hospital's BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV. Two great institutions, Sri Parthasarathyi Swami Sabha, a 115-year-old organization which has dedicated itself to serving the cause of Indian culture and arts, and Carnatica, an institution that is pioneering the development of arts and culture using the modern technology, have joined hands together to host BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV every year. This has set the expectations from Rasikas very high. Over the past many years, this festival has provided a platform to showcase some unique forms of music. This year, performances are also of very high caliber, bringing to Chennai audience a unique collaboration between Carnatic and world musicians that the world of music has never witnessed before. This year, being the birth centenary of Bharat Ratna Dr. M.S. Subbulakshmi, we have started the festival with a special Sangeet Symphony dedicated to her by Dr. Sudha Raja Sargam Choir, followed by a MS 100 by her great-granddaughter S. Aishwarya. We are happy to welcome Sri N. Gopalaswami, our former Chief Election Commissioner and the present Chairman of Kalakshetra, who is presiding over this function, and we are honored by his presence today. In a career spanning 43 years in public service, he served in the Department of Electronics, in the Planning Commission as advisor, in the National Human Rights Commission as its Secretary General, in the Ministry of Culture as Secretary, and finally as the Union Home Secretary before his appointment as an Election Commissioner. During his tenure as Chief Election Commissioner, he successfully implemented many innovations, including that of photo-electrical rolls. Many state assembly elections conducted during his tenure, the election laws were implemented without fear and favor. He is keen Carnatic music enthusiast, and post-retirement he is keenly interested in propagation of Sanskrit and Vedic education. He was awarded Padma Bhushan, the third highest civilian award of Republic of India this year. We are proud that Mrs. Honorable Ariel H. Polak, Acting Consul, U.S. Consulate General, Chennai, has accepted our invitation and gracing this inaugural function as chief guest. A career member of U.S. Foreign Service, Mrs. Ariel comes to India from the State Department of Foreign Press Centers in New York, where she worked with foreign correspondents from South, Central, and East Asia covering the United States. Mrs. Ariel is a recipient of many awards that goes to one full page. Presently, she resides in Chennai with her husband, Joshua, a Western classical violinist, and their daughter, Grace. We proudly welcome her and her family. One special mention, we feel honored to say that previous U.S. Consulate Generals, Mr. Andrew T. Simkin and Mrs. Jennifer McIntyre, has graced our inaugural functions of BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV on different occasions. That shows the interest of U.S. Consulate Generals show on our Indian culture and on BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV. We are happy to welcome Srimati Mallika Ravi, Group CVO, LANCOR Holdings Limited, the guest of honor this evening. Srimati Mallika Ravi is responsible for spearheading the company for the growth of LANCOR and its overall strategic directions. A chartered accountant with over 20 years of experience across IT and real estate sectors. An ardent lover of Carnatic music and the granddaughter of Sri Papanasam Sivan, prominent composer of Carnatic music and singer whose 125th anniversary being celebrated in a grand manner all over India. She and LANCOR are supporting all our endeavors generously. We welcome her on behalf of both the institutions. The hero of the day, one of the foremost South Indian classical vocalist, Sangeeta Kalasarathi, Sri Sanjay Subramaniam. His music stands out in its uncompromising classical content. His novel interpretations of several lesser-known ragas and his particular interest in engaging with the Tamil compositions won him critical acclaim over the years. As an artist who made a mark in the early performing years, he is known for his high energy and consistently crowd-pulling shows. Par excellent and leading vocalist of his generation of Carnatic musicians. The Music Academy is conferring him with Sangeeta Kalanidhi this year during December Music Festival. We are very proud that he has accepted to give his maiden concert in this festival today. On this happy occasion, we are honored to felicitate him and sincerely thank him for accepting our felicitation. We welcome him. We have a very special guest today, a rare occasion, that Miss Maya Asusena, an American singer, songwriter, cultural ambassador and social activist gracing the dais, is invited on tour by US Embassy in New Delhi. The tour with her Brooklyn-based band will include concerts, workshops and site visits to special programs. She is performing tomorrow in Phoenix Mall in Velachery. We offer our best wishes to her and welcome her on this happy occasion. You can also hear her music. She is going to present a song during this function also. Sri Vijay Kumar Reddy and Dr. Preeta Reddy, who have been guiding us all through and providing us with their valuable advice for successful organization of this event. An event of this scale, year after year, will not be possible without our sponsors, Apollo Hospitals, LANCOR, NALLI CHINNASAMI CHETTY, DCB Bank. Sri Anand Subramaniam has come, I also welcome him. And Gopal Das Jewellers, Sri Sriram is here, I also welcome him. Indian Oil, the Residency, Hello FM. We welcome all the officials of sponsors of this event. Our special thanks to Dr. Nalli Chetty, our president. We also welcome Sri Ravichandran Harishankar of Narada Sabha for providing this hall with fullest cooperation. We also welcome all the artists participating in this festival and particularly performing today. Our friends on digital and print media have always been our pillar of strength and support us all these years. We are pleased to welcome them also. Most importantly, we welcome the Rasikas who attend our programs in large numbers and making this festival wonderful year after year. We request you to come every day and add glory to this festival by your presence. Mainly, we congratulate Vidwan Sri Shashikiran for scheduling a wonderful lineup of festivals every year. He has a remarkable enthusiasm, vision and ideas and so on, and also being a prominent vocalist. ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம் இதில் நான் ஏன்னா இது தமிழில் சொன்னால் தான் அது அந்த ஒரு இது போய் சேரும். இந்த இயர் ஆகஸ்ட் மந்தில் ஆர்கனைஸ்ட் கர்நாடிக் க்ரூஸ்னு சியாட்டல்லேருந்து அது அலாஸ்கா மட்டும் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தார். கிளைவ்லண்ட் சுந்தரம் சார் வந்திருக்கார். அவர் எப்போவுமே சொல்லுவார் அவ்வளோ ஐடியாஸ் இருக்குது அவர்கிட்ட. அவருடைய சொல்கிற ஐடியாஸ் எல்லாம் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நம்மளுக்கு இந்த ஒரு 50 வருஷம் போகாதுன்னுவார். அந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு குரூசர் ஒன்று ஷிப் மாதிரி சியாட்டல் டு அலாஸ்கா அவர் விட்டுருந்தார். அதில் ஒரு 8-10 நாளைக்கு ஷிப்லேயே தான் இருக்கணும். காத்தாலேருந்து ஒர்க் ஷாப், மியூசிக் எல்லாமே நடந்துட்டு இருந்தது. ப்ராக்டிஸு, செஷன்ஸு எல்லாமே நடந்துட்டு இருந்தது. ஃபுல்லாக ஷிப்லேயே நடந்துட்டு இருந்தது. அலாஸ்கா போயிட்டு அலாஸ்காலேருந்து திரும்பி வந்துடும். அலாஸ்கா அப்புறம் எந்த ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. அண்டார்டிகா தான் இருக்குது. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் அவரால் போக முடியாது. அதால் அது மட்டும் போய் நம்ம கர்நாடிக் மியூசிக்கை அந்த அளவுக்கு பரப்பிட்டு வந்திருக்கார். ரியலி சசிகிரண் சாருக்கு யூ ஹேவ் லவ் டு கிவ் அ பிக் அப்ளாஸ். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
Thank you, Krishnamurthy sir. We'll now like to honor the dignitaries on the dais. I request Shri Krishnamurti sir to do the honors. Shri Gopalaswami sir. Vidwan Sanjay Subramanian. Our chief guest, Honorary Ariel H. Pollock. I request Jay Shri to do the honors. Srimati Mallika Ravi, Group CEO, LANCOR Holdings Limited. Ms. Maya Azusena, singer, songwriter, cultural ambassador, and social activist. We would now like to felicitate Vidwan Shri Sanjay Subramanian on this occasion. I request Shri N. Gopalaswami sir to present the citation. Reads as Bharat Sangeet Utsav 2015 Karnataka and Shri Parthasarathy Swami Sabha felicitates Vidwan Sanjay Subramanian in recognition of his exemplary services in propagation of Tamil composers and their contributions to Carnatic music. We pray to Lord Shri Parthasarathy to bestow on him long life and strength to continue to render service to the field of Carnatic music. Dated October 30th, 2015. I would now invite Shri N. Gopalaswami, the Chairman, Kalakshetra, and former Chief Election Commissioner, to deliver his presidential address for today.
Namaskaram. Honorable Mrs. Pollock, the Consul General, Acting Consul General of USA, Srimati Mallika Ravi, Sri Krishnamurti of PARTHASARATHY Swami Sangeet Sabha, Sri Ravi Kiran, Ms. Maya, ladies and gentlemen. Today, another year of presentation of music by BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV 2015 is taking place. Every year, this has become almost a curtain raiser to the music season in Chennai. Of course, music season has been kind of elongating itself from December 15th to 30th, 31st, which was the original thing. Now it's extended to November, now October, possibly virtually throughout the year. There is some program or the other in Chennai. So no wonder that Chennai is very well known as the place where you can run into cultural programs almost throughout the year. This year's, every year, there is Karnataka does, along with PARTHASARATHY Sabha, something innovative, and this year is also something different from the last year. There will be siblings singing together, and today you will have a presentation by Miss Maya, and such special additions to the normal routine add flavor to the function, flavor to this entire exercise. Today is also important from the point of view that Sanjay Subramaniam is being felicitated. Sanjay's music is something which I need not tell you. It's something which has grown along with the Chennai audience, and of course, with him being designated as a Sangeeta Kalanidhi recipient for this year at a very young age, I not only congratulate him for that, but I'm sure he also realizes that it's a great responsibility on him to not only carry on the tradition, but become the role model for many younger musicians, since he receives it at a very young age and has a long career ahead. I'm sure he is going to do justice to his task, especially since he is very well known for Tamil compositions being exposed to the audience. So let me wish him on this occasion all the very best, and we do expect the world from you, and I'm quite sure you will be able to do that. A word about our chief guest, Madam Polak. This is her second, she told me that this is her second posting in Chennai, and she has been here last time in 2009 for 2 years, and she is reasonably well aware of the ways of Chennai, both culturally and I'm quite sure otherwise also. I'm quite sure she is going to enjoy her stay in this wonderful city, and I wish her a very nice day looking at the cultural landscape of this place. I particularly am happy that as mentioned here, the American consulate here is very closely associated with the BHARAT Sangeet Utsav, as well as with many cultural activities in the town. Let me on this vacation again wish Sanjay all the very best. To you all, a wonderful evening of music, as well as the beginning of the wonderful season. One request to Shashikiran. Can we have a cruise down the Kaveri one day? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful presidential address and for inaugurating our BHARAT Sangeet Utsav. I would now like to welcome our chief guest, Honorary Ariel H. Polak, the acting Consul Guest of Honor, U.S. Consulate General, Chennai.
Iniye Malai Vanakam. En Pear Ariel, Indre Ungaludan Pesvadil Magalchi. Mr. Gopalaswami, Mr. Shashikiran, Ms. Malika Ravi, Mr. Sanjay Subramaniam, other fellow dignitaries on the dais, members of Carnatica and Rasikas, and guests. Thank you so much for your gracious invitation to participate in BHARAT Sangeet Utsav 2015. I'm not new to Chennai, as Mr. Gopalaswami mentioned. I served in the U.S. consulate as a visa officer in 2007 to 2009. This is a much more fun job because I don't have that pesky glass in between myself and all of you. I chose to return at the earliest opportunity that I could for a second term because I love this city so much, especially for its rich art, culture, and of course its music. The city is also very special to me because I met my husband, a classical violinist, Joshua, here in Chennai in 2009 while working on a music concert. And so it's very special for us to be able to return now with our daughter Grace, who is also a fan of music. She loves Western classical music, but she holds her mini violin Carnatic style. So this place has already made quite a mark on her. But I truly believe that no other city in India nurtures the arts, dance, and music as Chennai does. And I don't think there is any city in the world that can boast of more than 3,000 performances of classical music and dance in such a short period as you can during the annual Margari season in December and November and maybe October, where not only the most famous artists perform, but also upcoming artists from around the world are given an opportunity to showcase their talents. And this is not possible without the help of cultural organizations such as Carnatica and people like Mr. Shashikiran and Ms. Sumya, who have played such an important role in ensuring that India's centuries-old rich cultural legacy continues to enlighten and to grow. So thank you for that. Now, I too come from a very musical city, the city of New Orleans in Louisiana. It's a lot like Chennai. We're located on the southern coast of the United States. It's hot, it's humid, we love our spicy food. We have very large extended families, and everybody is an auntie or an uncle, whether they're related to you or not. And we have a very unique culture that is different from any other part of our country. And part of that is our music. It's a little bit of jazz, a little bit of gospel, a little bit of blues. And when I return home, those sounds are at once very unique, very distinct, but very familiar. It's a musical style that only could come from New Orleans, but it's also music that speaks to the heart of anyone who dares to surrender to it. And for me personally, it speaks to me about my past, my roots, my heritage. And when I hear Carnatic music, especially live, I feel so fortunate to get even the smallest glimpse into the heart of the people of South India, the chance to take in that history, your heritage, and to feel the emotion that it conjures. Music brings people together. It teaches us about ourselves and our fellow humans around the world. It connects us to our past, carrying in its rhythm and lyrics the traditions and stories of those who came before us. And it can also inspire and move us toward a better future with songs of struggle, of protest, of activism. In music, there are no borders, simply humanity. And that's the greatest diplomacy there is. Artists play a key role in fostering people-to-people relationships, especially between our two countries, the United States and India. And I'm always thrilled to hear about Indian musicians visiting the United States for performances, so I want to thank Carnatica for the work you do in hosting and conducting so many cultural programs in the United States. I'm equally excited when American artists travel to India to both take in your artistic traditions and to share our own. So I think it's wonderful that Mr. George Brooks, an American artist, is performing as part of this festival with Indian artists this year. And I'm also especially excited to welcome Maya Azucena to Chennai. I believe it's your first visit, yes? Can't wait to introduce her to the beautiful music of South India. And in the spirit of cultural exchange, I'm really excited that she'll share a little bit with us tonight and welcome you all to her performance tomorrow night at Phoenix Market City, which will feature a special collaboration with Chennai's own Sunita Sarathi. So with that said, I would like to just once again thank Carnatica for inviting me to this festival. It's a pleasure to be here. I wish you a wonderful festival and a wonderful Margari season. Thank you so much.
We thank our honorary chief guest, Honorary Ariel H. Pollock, the Acting Consul General, U.S. Consulate General of Chennai. Thank you, Madam, for being here. We'll now invite Srimati Mallika Ravi, the Group CEO of LANCOR Holding Limited. They are more a family than a sponsor, so I'd like her to come in both as a sponsor, but mainly as a part of the integral part of our events. I would invite her to speak just a few words.
Good evening and namaskaram to all the dignitaries on the dais and to all Rasikas. Sanjay Subramaniam is from my fraternity. He's a chartered accountant. In fact, my association with Sanjay goes a long way. In fact, the firm where I did my articles, he later on did his articles and then became a partner there in Karan Company. And later on, the firm where I became a partner, he joined us, and I don't know if Sanjay remembers, both of us did audits together. I think the commerce world lost a brilliant chartered accountant and an auditor, I would say. But it was a gain to the music world, such a wonderful musician. I remember about 20 years back when I had come to the same Narada Sabha to listen to his music. The hall was completely jam-packed. Year after year, concert after concert, hall after hall, season after season. I don't think the crowd has come down, and it has only been going up, which is a testimony to the music of Sanjay. He is going to be conferred Sangeeta Kalanidhi this year. The youngest recipient, I guess. The most coveted Sangeeta Kalanidhi from the Music Academy this year. So I wish him all the very best from LANCOR, from my family members, and also from the fraternity of Chartered Accountants. I know he has still a much longer road to travel, and there'll be much more accolades that which will be bestowed upon him, I guess. BHARAT Sangeet UTSAV, under the leadership of Shashikiran, as Mr. Gopalaswami mentioned, has always been very innovative in their approach in conducting the music. In fact, more than BHARAT UTSAV people, LANCOR customers look forward to this festival. Say in the month of July, August itself, we start getting calls as to when the programs are going to start. And this year, with the concepts such as, the titles such as some sibling Sangeet, and a lot of jugalbandis and a lot of fusion. Again, it's going to be another innovative sessions. And he's making sure that the artists also do a lot of homework, so that at the end of the day, when it is presented here, it's going to be totally a different experience for the Rasikas. So I wish Shashikiran and also his entire team the best wishes for another episode of BHARAT UTSAV. And thank you for giving this opportunity, Sashi. Thank you.
Thank you, Srimati Mallika Raviji, for that short and sweet presentation or speech, and also felicitations to Vidwan Sanjay Subramanian. I would now request Vidwan Sanjay Subramanian to just say a couple of words. I'm sure Rasikas are waiting to hear him sing more.
I'm also waiting to start singing. Good evening, and I'd like to thank Shashikiran for giving me this honor today. And I congratulate him for this wonderful festival that he's been continuously running for the last 10 years, and he's been doing a wonderful job making it, heralding the December season. And I believe that the scientists of the world are working towards travel to Mars, and Shashikiran is waiting with bated breath. And but compared to that, Kaveri will be a breeze for him. So thank you once again. I won't take too much time because I have a concert in a few minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidwan Sanjay Subramanian. It's an honor to have him here. He has been part of this festival, and I'm sure every single music lover here wants to hear him perform. Before we start his performance, we have a guest performance by Ms. Maya Azusena, who has come all the way. She's, I don't think she's even got off her jet lag. And I just told her to give us a glimpse of what she's going to do tomorrow. So those of you who want to attend her full concert tomorrow can just get a glimpse here in her very short rendition.
Vanakkam, Chennai. I want to tell you that I am extremely honored and humbled to have been invited to speak a few words here for my very, very first visit to Chennai. I've only been in town for about 4 hours, and I have already fallen in love. And this is also my very first visit to India, a long-awaited first visit, as I've been a fan of your nation for a very long time. Before I sing, I wanted to express something about myself as an artist. I am an advocate for art as power. And with that being said, I recognize the power of a continuous festival such as this, bringing an opportunity to raise the voices of the people around the world. I believe very strongly in the power of the microphone and what an honor it is to have the ears of many. And as such, as a songwriter, I choose to use my words as a contribution to social justice. I particularly come to India as a fan of the girls and women of India. And I would like to sing a little bit of one of my songs just to give you a sense of where I'm coming from. The song is called Cry Love. And I say cry love because I think that you can overdose on many things, but I don't think you can ever overdose on love. And I believe that to be loved is a human right, and that love is an action. And with this being said, I'll give you a taste. If justice had wings, she would sing, cry love in everything. If justice had wings, she would sing, cry love in everything, with so much pain and suffering. We need more. With so much around the world that makes me cry, we need more. With so many hungry, you know they just might die. They need more. With all we do to each other, only for $1. Hey yo, you know what make me wanna holler. If justice had wings, she would sing, cry love in everything. If justice had wings, she would sing, cry love in everything, in everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Maya Azusena. She's a renowned singer, songwriter, cultural ambassador, and social activist, and she showed us the power of music through her voice. Lovely. And thank you for that great gesture. We will have her performance tomorrow at Phoenix Mall. Please make sure you can attend that. Those of you who can make it, please enjoy that. But don't miss Bharat Sangeet Utsav. I sincerely thank all the dignitaries on the dais here for their presence, for making time. It's a special honor on behalf of Sri Parthasarathi Swami Sabha and Carnatica. We would sincerely like to thank each one of you for your time and your presence here. You have made this edition of Bharat Sangeet Utsav extra special by your presence here. And we would like to once again thank all the sponsors, all the artists, the press, the media, the Rasikas, each one of you for your support. I keep this word of thanks very short because we have 10 days. I can give it again later on. And let's start the concert without delay. Thanks.